Hi everybody, Molly Herford here with the Unroad download presented by BMC. We are in Asheville, North Carolina at the Belgian Waffle Ride. It is a gorgeous day. We could not really ask for better weather, especially compared to last year with the torrential downpours and all that fun stuff. But here we are in the sunshine. I have Maghalie Rochette, cyclocross superstar, which I actually feel like is not overselling it. Superstar is like a completely accurate term. Coming over to try out some gravel after some mountain biking this season and some bike packing adventures in the last couple of years, and I'm just so excited you're here. So welcome to the stage here.
Well, thanks for having me, and thanks BWR for having me. Excited to be here.
Okay, so talk me through what the season has been like since you were at Cyclocross Worlds in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Like, what have you been up to?
Yeah, so the season finished at Arkansas, and the energy there was so good that after that I just wanted to keep going, honestly. I was super motivated, and I had some goals of including a little bit more mountain biking in our schedule. So that's what we did. After Cross World, I started training for mountain bike, and we did a few races, the Cactus Cup, we did the Mountain Bike World Cup in Brazil, we did the Fayetteville races, like a few of those races. And it's been cool. It mixed in that we also did a couple gravel races, shorter ones though. I did Rasputitsa and we did Paris Lancaster. So yeah, it's been a busy spring, and after doing all these races, I finally hit the wall and I was actually super tired. I just came a little bit later than planned, but yeah, so now I'm actually just coming back from a little break. So I took three weeks off the bike, and now motivation's high and fitness is not at the sharpest, but it's coming back, and it's just yeah, I'm energized and happy. So that's what you can ask for.
But I think that's actually maybe going to be a huge advantage in this race because everyone else has really been going hard on gravel. So many of the people here raced Unbound last weekend, so they've got 200 miles that they're frantically trying to clear out of their legs, and You're coming in just like feeling really fresh. I mean, I know you haven't gotten a chance to preview the entire course, but have you, even driving around here with all of the ups and downs and stuff, how are you feeling about 130 miles and 52 off-road miles?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, huge respect to everyone who did Unbound last week and are already here this week, because personally I'm a little scared of that distance. Like it's only 210k, I think, but for me that's big. I usually race 50 minutes or 90 minutes if it's a longer race, so that's a bit scary for me. So yes, I mean, I'm so glad I'm fresh, and here North Carolina is beautiful for riding. I've had the chance to come here for training camps before, and I absolutely love the area, so it's part of why I chose to come to this race. I just knew, like, what a chance to have someone mark you a course, so you know you're gonna hit like the nicest road, you know you're gonna hit the nicest trail. So I'm actually really excited to like check it out and race on it. It should be really fun.
Yeah, and you mentioned the 40 to 50 minutes is your usual window. How do you approach pacing for something like this? Do you have a strategy for tomorrow, or is it just kind of see what happens?
I'm not sure on my strategy, to be honest, but I know like a big part of it will be eating for me. If I fuel correctly, I should be able to make it to the end. I mean, I've ridden that distance before, but I've never raced it. So that will be the challenge for me. So I'll try to take advantage of not take advantage of the people, but take advantage of the fact that we are a group, you know, and that maybe I can rest in the wheels while I'm eating, but still maintain a good pace. Look around to see where the other fast women are and keep them in sight, hopefully, until the end. So I guess that will be my strategy. And I think there are a few off-road sections which will play to my strengths, I believe. So I'll make sure to like be well positioned in those and try to take advantage of those. But I mean, we'll see. I'm kind of keeping an open mind strategy here.
Yeah. And okay, gravel racing is very different, obviously, because you're in this mass start event. So actually, guys play into your race. How does that change the game? I mean, Paris Lancaster, Rasputitsa, like they had the same situation.
Mm-hmm. It totally changes the game, and I've been in a position where I'm usually able to stick to the front men's group for a little bit, but that's not always the best strategy. Like you think it would, because you get separated from the other women, but what happens is that at some point you get dropped from that group, and it happened to me before. Then you're riding alone for miles, and it's like not ideal. People can catch up to you, and you've been exhausting energy, you know, expending energy. So it plays a big role. and I'm not sure tomorrow how I'll play it. I mean, you want to, of course, like work with the men's that are as strong as you, but you have to be mindful of like, okay, if I go too fast and get drop and ride alone, that's not good. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's definitely different than what I'm used to.
Yeah. Okay, we have to talk about this bike, this paint scheme. What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, so this is super cool. It's a bike that Specialized did for me last year, and they asked me like, what do you want it to represent? And for me, I wanted to represent what cyclocross means to me in my head. Like when I think about cyclocross, it's like, boom, all these colors, like a little bit of, you know, skateboard culture, and by that I mean eccentric a little bit. So that's what the colors represent, and there's like a few Easter eggs hidden on it. So like there's some lyrics painted in the forks, and at the end, like in the rear triangle, on the top of it, it's written "Make It Count" on, just to make sure that I always keep it in mind. And the other thing that's written on it is "Flip the switch." And for me, what that means is like in normal life, I like to be friends with everyone and kind with everyone. But that doesn't always work in like a really, you know, hardcore European race. So for me, flipping the switch is like, okay, like game on. I'll be your best friend when the race finishes, but right now I'm here to race, and like I need to bring my game face on. So
I was about to tell you, you need to make those as like products that people can buy, but you probably don't want anyone else to have that inspiration on their thing.
No, but it's cool though. Like every time I get on this bike, I think the paint job is so cool that it makes me even more excited to ride. So yeah, that was something that it was a surprise really, but really cool thing.
Love it. Okay, talk to me about the tires. What are you running? What tire pressure are you gonna run?
Yeah, to be honest, like I'm open to suggestion. I haven't ridden the course yet, but I was thinking of going with the Specialized Tracer 33 millimeters. So it's not a huge tread, but it does have tread. So I was thinking I want to have tread probably for the trail sections, especially if there's some uphill trail section, you want the traction on there. And I know like I've done cyclocross World Cups on it, so I know this will do well in the trails, but it still rolls really fast. So I'll go with those tires, I think. My other option is the Specialized Pathfinder 40 millimeters, so we'll see. But for now, I'm going with the 33 Tracers at around probably 27 PSI.
So cyclocrossy, I love it.
Yeah,
the cyclocrossy were like 33 millimeters, it's fine.
Well, I think it's fine. I mean, if this course is like Namur World Cup, then everyone's in trouble, you know? But this thing can do Namur World Cup, so I'm sure it will be good for here too.
Okay, well, everyone heard it. If you have advice for Maghalie on which tires, please message her like immediately.
Yeah, if you've done the course and you have advice, like I'm 33 millimeter Tracer or 40 millimeter Pathfinder.
We might have to put this up for like a poll.
We should actually.
Done. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah,
perfect. Amazing. And then quickly, gearing. What's going on here?
So this is actually the main difference from my cyclocross bikes, because I've raced cyclocross World Cups with this exact bike, but for the gravel race, I put a double chainring, double SRAM chainring. So I have 5236 in the front, and I have a 3310 cassette at the back. So I still have a really big range. But I really wanted that double chainring to make sure, like in those really fast section with the men's group, like I wanted to have enough gears. So that's the setup I'm going with. Pretty confident with it. So we'll see how it goes.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow. Thank you so much for chatting. And everyone needs to make sure that they're watching how the tire selection plays out by heading over to the Belgian Waffle Ride's Instagram. I'll be doing the unlive coverage over there, so you can follow us along all day. Maghalie, thank you so much, and kick ass tomorrow.
Thank you for having me, and best of luck to everyone racing tomorrow.